CBI's probe of the train tragedy. That's also something that we're going to be looking at. The CBI has reached there, and it has started speaking to officials. It has started inspecting the station room panel. There's a picture in the front page of the Indian Express. I'll show it to the viewers quickly. Once again, you've got the CBI right in the top corner over here. You've got the CBI that is in the station room. It's in the panel. It's taking a look at the various monitors that are available over there. But interestingly, I remember you talking to me about a particular officer's dissent, where they're saying that it's not due to the accident did not happen due to the signaling that went off. Was it green? Was it red? What's that particular news about? What paper is that?
Well, that was, in fact, I would think it was in the Express itself, if I remember, where they were talking about or it must be from the Hindu then, I think. They were talking about it on this, and they were, in fact, officers' dissent says train, not due to signal failure. This is from, the Times of India. So, what it says is that the Coromandel got go-ahead for main line and not the loop. So, let me read that part of it. In what seems to be an interdepartmental disagreement over the cause of the Odisha train accident, a senior section engineer of the Signals and Communication in Balasore, who was among the signatories to the joint inspection report on the mishap, has given a dissenting note. So, in that dissenting note, this is what is said. While the report blamed signal failure, the officer referred to a data logger report to claim that signal was green for Coromandel Express to take the main line and not the loop line. So, this could be that the person who was given though the person, in fact, this is there in the Times of India, again on the side page as well, where the inspection is also happening. So, interestingly enough, this points that there could be a chance for human, in the sense, because if in the dissenting note, very interestingly, it says that though it was for the Coromandel Express to take the main line, not the loop line, how did they, in fact, decide on which is the line to take? So, when the green was given, who took that decision to take the wrong line? So, that is a question. So, whether it was, of course, the loco pilot who would be...
It could also been a technical snag, a technical fault.
It could be a technical snag, but it looks like here the decision should have been taken by the loco pilot, because if it was given the green signal for something, then there must have been an error of judgment. So, this dissenting note by the signaling officer is also interesting to see whether this could also be one of the reasons why this accident could have taken place, because the loco pilot took the wrong line, not the main, and instead of, and took the loop line, which resulted in this entire...
You basically have the three tracks, and the iron ore cargoes, stationary on the, the foremost track. In the middle track, you've got the Coromandel Express that's running, that is coming from the other side, and you've got the Howrah Express on the third track. So, the Howrah train is going towards you, the Coromandel Express is coming towards me. It gets a green signal from this side. However, you've got the iron ore cargo stationed over here, and there's a loop line over here, right, which changes the track, the one that you see in the Hollywood movies, where the track gets changed. And funnily, in Bollywood movies, you've got the male protagonist's foot always gets stuck in that particular loop line. So, that loop line changes. The Coromandel Express that's coming from over there has to go straight over here. It then changes its direction, goes and rams into the iron ore cargo. Some of its, hind bogies get dismantled, they get derailed, and they hit the passing by Howrah Express. Is that what happened, essentially?
It looks like that. According to this, this could be the theory of how the accident took place.
And the officer says that the Coromandel Express got a green light from this side, so it had it had the green not to move ahead.
Yes. So, no, it got a green light.
But not go ram into the
So, it says that the green light was given. Was there a misjudgment of which line was supposed to be taken, whether it was the loop or the main line? This is what the error of judgment on which line to take by the loco pilot could have led to the accident. It's kind of the inference that was being given, but it's given as a dissenting note by that officer over there. So I think that also needs to be explored.
The probe is essentially narrowing down to what was the root cause, and once you get down to the root cause, you try and understand who was behind
But
it.
when
Was
you
there a human
when you
fault?
say that as well, Kabir, in fact, I was looking at some of the. The Tribune has an interesting very article over here. It says that CBI begins Balasore probe to work on foul play theory. So they seem to be looking at that angle as well when it comes to this accident. The Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, today said it has registered an FIR and formally taken over the probe into the triple train accident that took place on June 2nd in Balasore district of Odisha. An agency spokesperson said the case has been registered on the request of Ministry of Railways, consent of the Odisha government, and further orders for Department of Personnel and Training related to the train accident involving the Coromandel Express, Yeshwantpur Howrah Express, and the goods train at Bhangnagar Bazaar. The CBI took over the FIR registered by the government, this thing under sections 337, 338 and 304A of this of the IPC. So they are looking into this particular aspect of whether the foul play has occurred. Now, if foul play has occurred also, because a lot of people have said there's a conspiracy maybe to have that kind of situation. Let all the angles be investigated.
Absolutely. I
From
mean, if the
signal
CBI has
failure to
taken charge,
human
let
error to
everything
whether
be
it is a
investigated.
conspiracy. But how did this accident happen? That should be the core of it. We should, in fact, find out how this accident happened. And meanwhile, the Hindu has said that CBI gathers evidence. 83 bodies are yet to be claimed. Team visits Vanaga Bazaar and Balasore railway stations, inquires about signalling system. So they also are looking at the signalling aspect as well. 4 days after the deadly accident, authorities plan DNA sampling for help relatives identify the kin. So they are also looking at where the failure has happened. So they are also inquiring into the signalling aspect at that particular juncture as well. And as I was saying earlier also, they had mentioned the kind of sections under which the FIR has been registered. Section 337, causing hurt by acting endangering life or personal safety of others. 338, causing grievous hurt by act endangering life or personal safety of others. 304A, causing death by negligence. And 34, acts done by several persons in furtherance of common intention. So these are some of the sections that have been taken into custody. Into consideration.